Welcome everybody. In today's coaching session, I'm going to teach you guys the macro and the decision making that you need to translate your lead in mid lane. This is a really common problem with a lot of players where they get ahead in lane, but they actually cannot win the game. And those are probably the most frustrating games to lose. So this coaching session is going to be insanely valuable for you. If you have any questions, check it down below in the comments. Enjoy, guys. What made you bring this VOD, and what is your gameplay currently look like? What are your strengths, what are your weaknesses?
Okay, well, to be honest, I played like 15 games yesterday, and I don't know if there was like some subconscious thing going on, but when the recording was going,
Yeah.
I was dropping nukes, just 20 bombs every game. And this was another game where I was dropping a 20 bomb, but I think there's a common mistake that I have in these games where sometimes I just flub the mid game because I don't know what I'm supposed to do when
Yeah.
I'm so ahead. And like when I'm kind of the main character,
Okay.
it's a lot of pressure on me to execute,
Right.
especially when my macro is just not good, to be
Okay.
honest. That's my weakness is my macro,
So your
especially
macro.
mid and late game.
Okay.
Yeah. But my micro, I think, is very solid. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Let's break it down. Let's have a crack, dude. So Yasuo matchup. Very interesting matchup, of course. Really, really, really matchup specific, this one. You gotta like know your limits in this one. I like how you use your W to dodge out the Q. Wave's in a really good spot. It's slow pushing towards you. I want to try to get to level 3 as soon as possible.
Yep.
Okay. We're very happy
Just
he
like-
goes the Debo. That's a good starting item for us.
Yeah, I was really confused why I went that. I don't think it's good.
Makes him squishy as hell. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really like how you're prioritizing your HP.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my HP because I'm really going for this level 3 all in.
Yep. Nice. We take grass. Really smart.
I know he's going for this cannon here, so looking for a trade.
That was pretty smart W usage. Really smart. This was really smart laning. I really like what you did here.
And then he's just dead because my full rotation's up.
This was really smart. Wow. I'm generally kind of impressed by how you managed this around his passive.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, this was really smart, actually. Yeah, you about so much time for your cooldowns. Yeah, well played, dude. Great play. Okay, puts us in a great spot. Let's see if we can get some good quality vision out. Do we have any info on the jungler?
I probably wasn't even thinking about the jungler.
Okay.
Low key.
That's okay. I would probably move in here right now and get a nice little ward in this pocket because it's going to give us info on where the enemy jungles actually reset. If he actually took this, he might even be hiding in this bush.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's okay. Is there a kill angle if we take grass here?
If we take grass? Oh, yeah, maybe. I also had my unenchanted Q coming up. I could have waited for that.
Right.
Yeah, no, this guy was dead as fuck.
Okay.
This guy was so dead.
It's okay. Got a good wave state. We're still in a really good spot.
Mm-hmm. Just slow pushing, trying to deny minions. And then, since I'm hitting level 6 here soon, I want to like try to dive him when he's so underleveled.
He's got no wind wall too. So I like you taking blue in that case.
I missed both Qs.
That's a bit rough. Not sure if it's worth throwing this second WQ because you lose a lot of mana here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree. And then I'd have like such downtime because I don't have an element.
I think we should be in a spot where we can still do a full rotation. We got our Ignite coming back up. Let's see how we use this Q, I mean. Okay, yeah, we just have to... Yeah, we took a few... I think we wasted a few resources here, and therefore we headed to base. I think it's really good that you took the reset, but you definitely missed an opportunity to put some more pressure on the map and on the lane with your resource management. Okay, let's talk about this ward. This ward is a very, very interesting ward, right? Because I think there's more value to gain from this ward. This ward alone isn't super interesting for you because you already know where the Diana is right now. So you don't need this ward for top cover. I'd much rather have you chuck in here, actually ward on the Raptors. So she's currently probably on there or she's resetting there. And that's going to give us information on where she's actually going to go because she's been clearing top to bot right now, right? So
Right. Yeah.
this is going to give us full info when she is.
Hmm.
I think there's a world where you move faster towards bot here.
Yeah, there's not much I can really do to Yasuo there. Right.
No. I think we could have been here way faster. This is a big one.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
let me help you understand how you could see that, right? While you're slow pushing, you already know you're going to get a timer, right? And when this timer is totally up onto you. You can make this timer whenever you want, because you can hard push this wave and move immediately if you want. You can also slow it down and then move later when it actually already slow pushed out of itself. So how OP would it be if you could actually check sides in the meantime, so you know what's actually going on and you know if you have a roaming opportunity, which is then going to allow you to nuke this wave faster or slower depending on what's happening on the map.
So while I'm slow pushing and
Yes.
CSing, I can just prime my brain. Like,
Yes.
what decision am I going to make?
Exactly.
Okay. That's
And
great, yeah.
top is actually insanely. Look, I don't know what's happening there, but it's looking juicy as fuck because this Illaoi is pinging, frustrated, right? While she's low health in her third resetting. I can guarantee you that this guy is not full HP, right? He's not full HP.
And I didn't even look up there. Yeah.
Correct. Yep. Okay. We eventually do get to play into bot. Oh, that stinks. That's a stinker.
Yeah, my Janna walked back in. That's low key. No flame, but that can't happen.
Okay. So yeah, look, that sucks. We can't really control the Janna. I think the biggest takeaway is that we were just really slow on the bot roam. We could have been there like 10 seconds earlier. How bizarre that this like kills 100 to 0. Your champ's fucking disgustingly overpowered.
Yeah, this champ is so broken.
That's bizarre, man.
I don't even have lethality yet.
Nah, that's crazy work. I got my ass one-shotted by Kiana today as well. I was like, damn, that kills me. Just like 100 to 0. It wasn't even close.
Right, that's the entire champ. It's just, that killed me?
That killed me?
Just every time.
Yeah.
Even when I'm playing Kiana, I'm like, that killed?
Yeah, good spell usage. Well done. Turn back into mid. I see a juicy bot lane here. Yes, very good.
Yes. And then they probably see me back, or they see me going, so they back off is what I'm thinking.
Okay. So this is a really interesting position, right? Because you don't have to run back just yet. You've got time until this new wave comes in and hits center. So you got to find the point of no return, like the halfway point. That's your job. Because if you move back already, right, what happens is that you're kind of wasting a potential opportunity where they might actually be showing. So instead of moving this way, nowadays with the Phaelites on bot, walking through river is not that good. You generally want to walk the long way around and kind of backtrack them like that. That's a much more efficient way of getting to bot because the Phaelite doesn't show you halfway down your journey. Okay? So a thing you could do is you can just move through here. Great sweeper. Keep moving. Sit in that bush right there. That's a great bush to then sit in. And then if they show up, you can commit to the roam. If they don't show up, you can just turn back to mid. The moment the minion wave collides, that's when you got to be there. Okay, our jungle is currently making a play on top, so it might be good, right? It might be really good here to then participate in this play. Because if the enemy jungle shows up on top, we can make it a 3v2 instead of a 2v2, and that's giga winning. So what I would do when my jungle is making this play is at least gather info top. And I would even probably just half roam here. I know that you got a potential plate. I know the next wave is not too far out. But if you can break through top and sacrifice one wave for it, that's a big worthy play in my opinion. Because top's over when it happens. You see this Diana showing up there? Imagine if you're in the river. It's just end of review. Game over.
Yeah, right. That's true. And I'm just trying to kill the Yasuo here. Yeah, this is so useless. I could for sure be up there. That would also take off the pressure of me being
1v9ing.
I guess no.
Yes, exactly. That's right. So your mindset as a mid laner should be, I'm going to get control of my lane, right? I'm going to get ahead of my lane. And then what a lot of people actually do is that they try to like break through the lane even more and set this guy even further behind. That's not smart because this guy's already behind. He's already going to lose prio. I want to create a secondary win condition, make someone else strong, so I don't actually have to 1v9. I can play with someone.
That makes it so easy.
That is so easy,
I
dude.
never even thought about that. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
every single game. I'm just trying to dick my laner down as much as possible.
Yeah.
Send them O10.
And that's nice if you can do that. That's a great start already. Then you're halfway there already, man. And that's a good place to start. Okay. Try 1v1, not too bad. We're starting to get into the mid game. Let's do a little bit of assessment here. What do you see?
What do I see? I see a fed Akshan. I see that no one has taken drag yet.
Mm-hmm.
I see that I'm pretty fed.
Yeah.
Top is winning. I mean, it looks pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like the game state specifically.
So how does our champion Kiana win games?
Ooh, that's not something I'm sure of yet, actually. I guess in my experience, the games that I win is when they FF.
Fair enough. That's a good way to win. Okay. Yeah, so let's think about our kit. What does our kit do?
My kit, I have bullshit stealth on a 3-second cooldown.
Okay.
I have an ultimate that CCs everyone, but
Okay.
it can get wind walled by Yasuo, which kind of sucks. So there's always the possibility that I'm just useless in a fight, I feel like, especially late game. But yeah, I'm an assassin. I assassinate people.
We're a fighter, right? We have almost no wave clear. We have very little siege. We have very little range. Mm-hmm. We're really fucking good at killing people, and we got a shit ton of mobility and annoying stealth tools, right? So the way that our champion wins the game is by killing people and then making sure that those kills lead to something larger in the game. Okay? So your kills should be leading towards neutral objectives, towards progression, and there's many ways that you can then play out this game, but you got to make sure that you win those fights. So what I'm assessing here in this lull state is, where are we going to be guaranteed of winning the next fight?
Where are we? Probably bot side in the river on the dragon. If they contest, they're dead.
They definitely are. Right? That's one way of going about it. I like your thought process. What it would be probably even better is fighting around our strong member instead of around our weak side. Because what happens if we get our win walled, or we mess up and this Akshan cleans house, right? That's when we're in a really awkward spot. So I ideally want to try to play around my strong members. And assassins are incredibly good at breaking through lanes that are behind and just diving them on repeat if they get lane control. Assassins shouldn't be allowed to get as much lane control as you are getting right now. You're in an illegal game state right now.
Right.
You're in uber control. You can end someone's game. And the game that you should be ending is this guy. Because then this guy becomes a beast, and who's going to kill this guy from the enemy team?
No one. You cut out for a second. Hold on.
Oh. So if you break through top, right, then your Ilawi is going to be a beast, and who's going to kill this Ilawi in the side lane this game?
Oh, who's going to kill Ilawi?
Yeah.
No one.
Absolutely no one.
Maybe Yasuo.
Exactly.
Not really, though.
So you got your win condition right here. What you need to do is just kill this Jace once or twice, let the Ilawi take T1, T2, and then we're going to send Ilawi constantly to the weak side of the map. We can start contesting these neutral objectives. If we find a good angle, we can play it. Otherwise, Ilawi is just going to end the game. She's going to be able to force people to respond to her permanently.
Right, and imagine if I played that topside fight earlier, and my Ilawi is even more fed, has more lane control. It's just so easy. Super
easy. This guy's already 1v2ing. Look at him.
What a beast.
Yeah, he is. Fantastic.
That was the first time I ever looked topside.
So you know what I would do now, right? I would push this wave, and I'm going to sit right here in the fog of war on the ledge, and when Jay shows up, I'm killing him again.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the shit out of it. It's just over, man.
We bully the enemy top laner instead of the mid laner. Look,
it's just over. Yep. Look at this guy. He's dead right there if we sit on the edge.
I can tell you right now, my entire thought process right now was like, how can I kill the Akshan? Because he has a lot of kills and it looks juicy.
Okay.
I forgot how to ignite there.
That's okay. Awkward. So your thought process is kill the Akshan?
Yeah.
Sure.
Which I don't think is good now that you explained it to me, because like he's really strong and there's a chance that he kills me. I think it's just pure ego.
Okay. Look, there is sometimes a game plan where what you're describing can be good. Right? It's never black and white. I'm just looking at it in percentages, right? I'm just trying to take the play that is the most likely to work out. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, if there's like picture this, okay? You're in an abandoned building, okay? And you're in front of 3 doors, right? And behind these 3 doors, you are gonna die if you pick the wrong door. One of these 3 doors, you're gonna die if you pick the wrong door, okay? This door has a 50% chance of you dying and losing your life. This door has a 20% chance of you dying and losing your life. And this door has a 70% chance of you dying and losing your life. Which door are you gonna pick?
It's so hard, dude.
The middle
20.
one. Yeah, exactly.
If I'm on Kiana, though, I pick the 70%. I want to lose.
So that's kind of the mindset, right? Just pick the one that's the highest likelihood of succeeding. And that's the play you want to make. Okay. Not bad. Decent kill. Nice E. Looks like your boys are playing on bolt. Would be good to get a reset off. A bit of a tempo hack.
Boom.
What do you want to say?
I just said boom when he died.
Oh, boom. I love the passion. Yeah, so I would not go for the 1v1 here. It's nice that you get it. I would just chill, get a reset off while my R is on cooldown, and then I'm back on the map when my R is basically up, and I'm immediately ready to make a play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was super risky. Definitely could have ended with me dying and losing shutdown. That's more consistent. That's the 20% path, or 20% door.
Okay. This is good.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
Fantastic. Great example. What do you make of this?
Thank you.
What do you make of this?
Well, I can tell you my thought process to start it off. I'm 1v9. I gotta kill everything.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if my team's not there.
Okay.
Gotta kill everything. But this was the 70% door.
And why?
Because, well, my Gwen is topside. My Alawi is the strong guy, and he's just going beast mode topside. I could play for that. But instead, I give them a free chance to just kill us. It's just so pointless. And even if we get these kills, what do we get from it? I don't think drags up.
There we fucking go.
It's not.
There we fucking go. Beautiful. Okay. So these are the positions that we're going to apply the micro-macro framework. Okay, this is my favorite reviewing method at your rank whenever you're playing assassins like these. So whenever you lose, or like whenever fights like these don't really play out the way you want to go like break them down. What you could have done mechanically better, like always. Of course, you missed your R. I think our Q sequencing wasn't super sexy here as well, because we immediately Q into Q2, and then we don't have our next Q, which would then be able to finish off even if we land our R. So even if we land this R, it wouldn't have changed much, because we don't have damage immediately. So the Q sequencing going to be better. Sucks that we missed the R. It is what it is, right? That's the micro part of it. Macro, what we just do is we... was this fight coherent with my win condition? That's an amazing question to ask yourself. Right now in the review, right, we recognize that the answer to that question is no. But maybe if you look at it yourself and you're like, damn, in-game, I thought I was the win condition. So what did I then miss? Oh, yeah, I actually had no fucking clue that my Ilawi was a raid boss on top lane. Well, didn't properly get the info like that. Was this fight too risky to take? Then you can look at the numbers. Yeah, it kind of was. We had Gwen on top side. We're kind of taking a 2v3 fight. That's not super smart. So yeah, probably it was a little bit too risky. Now, what could we have done instead of taking this fight?
We could push bot.
Yep.
We could hover Alawi top side. Yep. Honestly, I would probably push bot here. That's my play.
Love it. Both plays are really good. There's no like best or worst play in this case. League is a 50 Shades of Grey game. You can have a play that's like, okay, the way I want you to view it is you got like a scoring list of 1 to 10, right? And the 2 plays that you just described were play number 1, which is like push bot, right? And play number 2, which is like hover Ilawi. Both plays will work out totally fine in the game, and they'll put you to the position where you can win more. The bottom 5 plays here, which is engage on Diana here, is the place that's going to lose you the game. That has a more higher likelihood of being bad than being good. So the spectrum of League is quite high. There's not one best play very often. There's multiple plays. You just got to make sure that you avoid these as the plague. The bad plays are just the ones you want to rule out. And as long as you play one of these, you're totally fine, and you will be fine in progressing the game.
All right.
Okay.
Well, actually, while you're talking about that, do you think
Yeah.
that there's a like how your champion spikes work that influences the decision here? Because I'm thinking about how many times I'm just completely useless at 6 items on Kiana, and like maybe I just want to leverage my lead more to help other people and make them be a raid boss. So that would mean maybe hovering Alawi is better instead of getting all the gold on me.
Well, I don't necessarily think that, yes and no. There's sometimes situations where that's important and not, because it kind of depends on team composition, right? But then we're gonna like look really high level at what's exactly happening in the game, and sometimes some champs are more valuable than others. Yes, but your champ is actually a sickly good scaler, and it's still really good at 6 items. The only thing that you need is good position. If you don't have good position, your champ's going to be really hard to pilot. So as long as you put yourself in the correct position, you should be fine. So that's why I think it's totally okay for you to do this.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we still kill the Yasuo. That's criminal. Well played.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Okay, we push bot. Great stuff. So what's next here?
Well, Alawi got the tier 2, or wait, did she? I don't know. But
Yeah, she did,
still.
yeah.
Drag is coming up. That's what I'm thinking about, really. Just like get set up for drag, maybe get vision and boss side jungle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want to do right now. So ping these motherfuckers on top lane off who are completely overreaching tempo here. This guy's been on the map for like 25 minutes right now, even though the game's only going for 70 minutes. This guy's not reset in a good while. We need to make sure that he respects tempo. Back off. We're going to deploy true mid into the bot side of the map, take vision control, and set up position so that it's really hard for the enemies to enter here, and that we get Drake for free. So like in the previous example with that I showed here, what I do is I do the exact same thing, right? I deploy from mid, from base into mid. I then set up vision for the neutral objective, and the moment the enemies try to enter, we just give them a big old good clapping. And this makes it impossible for them to now enter, because this guy is now low. He needs to reset. He's off tempo, too late for the Drake. We get Drake for free, unplayable for the enemies. And your champ is also really good at doing that.
True.
Now, what you need to also do, right, is you need to make sure that you communicate that to your team, because it's a team game. And one thing that I see is that your communication could be way, 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 way better. Way better.
Agreed. I think it's because I don't know what the right play is, right?
Okay.
If I had your information, this information that you were telling me right now, maybe I would be like, come to drag, dumbasses. But no, I just don't have that confidence yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Good. It's good that you mentioned that. What I just want you to do is I just want you to pick a play, communicate it like you know everything about the game, like you're the king of macro, Nice himself. And I just want you to communicate that to your team. Worst case scenario, you just made the 10 out of 10 worst play and you just end yourself the game. Great. Fantastic. Great learning opportunity. That'll be some fast feedback, dude.
Real fast, yeah.
Real fast feedback.
Probably traumatic also.
What did you say?
Probably traumatic also.
Good. The more traumatic it is, the faster you're going to learn.
Exactly.
Right? The more they flame you, the more you're going to recognize, maybe I did fuck up. But at least you learn. So next time, just call the play. Even if you're not sure if it's good or not, just call a damn play. Be confident about it. Your team will follow you like those mini ducklings following their duck mother. And
hell yeah,
you'll learn an insane amount if you make the right play or the wrong play.
Okay, I like that. Actually, I remember Curtis giving me that exact advice. I need to do it. Yeah.
Love it. That's really good. So this play is now over, right? Kata died, Ilawi's late. We have no vision control of the area. So let's see if we can. What I would do here is I would probably sneak this bot wave, if possible. And then I would see if we could reset and then deploy true mid into topside and set up trap into the topside river and topside jungle, because they just deployed everything into bot side. They're going to need to reset after this, get tempo back. And then because the next objective is topside and they need to get control back of their topside, we can set up traps and potentially look for picks. Make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I was just sitting in that bush trying to see if someone walks in, and then I took the wave after.
Totally fine as well. Totally fine as well. We move into top. Lane assignments are in a really good spot. Big fan of the lane assignments here, putting Laui on bot. We can't really push any further because Gwen is in base, so I like how you respect tempo here. This is great.
Is this the trap you were talking about?
You're on vision, so you're not really trapping anyone right now. But the idea is good here. I really like how you played this side lane sequence. You push as deep as possible. You can't push any further, so then you shift back into mid here. Great. Okay. I really like this as well. I think you should collapse onto this Yasuo. This wave, you got to understand that it's a game. The Leo Legends is a game of waves, right? This is not his wave. He should never be allowed to push out this wave. The moment he shows on this wave, you all need to run over there and collapse on him. That's not his wave to
and
take.
There's 2 bot, right? Is that what we see? 2 bot.
Yeah, full send. That's right. You should immediately full send it here. So him getting the wave out now buys him an insane amount of time where you need to respond to this minion wave. And that buys the enemy team time to get like control back into their jungle because you didn't pin him down in top. So he got a move timer. He got maybe a reset off, got better items. Ilaoi TP's here. Well, that fucking sucks. Okay, so this is a massive issue, okay? You're butchering the macro completely here. So the way you want to view this is it's like you're slowly choking them out of an area. And I'm gonna just visualize it for you on the Rift kit here. So we got into a position right now where it doesn't matter. We got the boys right here. Okay, very good. So what we want to do is we want to take control of the enemy top side. The way that we take control of the enemy top side is by pushing these guys out further and further and deeper than putting our wards so that they basically cannot really enter anymore. So if we're in a position like this, where we've just pushed out the wave right now, we've got deep vision all the way up in this place here. This is absolutely fantastic. What we now need to do is we now need to push the next waves deeper in so that we can then put up deeper vision and pin the enemies down deeper under their turrets, right? So your goal is to consistently push deeper and deeper. And what we see right now is that because you are so late to this next top lane wave, you need to catch it all the way right here. You now lose area. You lose area. Imagine if you are already right here in front of the Gwen. What happens right now is that the Yana and the Kata can take this next mid lane wave deeper because you're closer and you're able to move. And that pushes the enemies out completely. And instead of then eventually us being in this position right here where we need to run into them, what happens is that we take up so much space into the enemy top side that it's going to be impossible for them to start running into us because they need to retake so much space into this Baron that it's impossible for them to play. Because every single millimeter that they run into us, they're going to get chunked. So your job is to just push the waves out deep and force them to respond. And the moment they respond, that's when you take up space. Okay?
I like that.
Very good. Yeah, so the macro is kind of running dead here because we are not consistently forcing them to respond to waves, basically. We're allowing them to run the map freely without being under any type of pressure because we move too much away from the top wave. This is unfightable.
Oh, hell no.
Completely unfightable.
Oh, hell no.
That's okay, man. So this is the same position, right? You just lost yourself a fight. Micro, macro. That's something I want you to do in the reviews. Then we fight bot without R.
Yep.
Without making them respond to waves. And that's why we eventually get collapsed upon and we die. And the throws begin. Throw City is started.
Oh, no. So this whole sequence is started when I let that wave come in. Should have kept the space going and the pressure going. And we let it up and they got a chance to breathe.
Yep.
And then they chomped down on us.
Yep, that's right. So in this spot, indeed, you should contest this next wave. That's right. At least you shouldn't allow him to push it in. If you keep it neutral and he doesn't push it in, it's fine because it's so easy for you to access right there, right? It's really easy for you to access. So what you should probably do right here, after your initial move into mid, you should immediately turn back the moment your blue thing runs out so you can threaten him onto that wave state right there.
Right. Like, why would they ever walk up? I don't know what the point of sitting there is.
There.
It's only it's only to punish noobs, but there's no noobs here now.
Yes, correct.
Right.
And there's going to be less noobs the higher you go, right?
Right.
So this is a really important. I think this place right here, if you can hold this one, this is a very, very powerful one. Because this place makes it easy and fast enough for you to collapse onto mid wave if fights happen and break out when Katak tries to contest and push this wave in, but also allows you to contest this top wave. So this is a very, very important space to hold, if you can. You're flexible there. Okay, enemies get Baron. I think we've done enough yapping about macro and everything today. I think it's a good time to call it quits here. And I'm going to give you a nice practical learning objective. And then in 3 to 4 weeks, we're just going to continue where we left off. Okay, new VOD, new examples, evolved, Caleb J, and more macro. All right?
Yep. All right.
Great. So for you, one thing I really want you to experiment with is I want you to start zooming out of your lane as an in-game learning objective. The moment you get lane control, I want you to start thinking big picture. Who can potentially be my win condition and where can I actually expand my lead? Okay? And I want you to be very intentional with the play that you're going for and who you want to be playing with. And it doesn't matter if it's the right play or not. I just want you to be calling it, communicating with your team, playing with the commander mindset, and just see what happens. Okay?
Okay.
Great. The big heavy lifting happens in the review, out of game. I want you to go to 2 or 3 key moments in the game, right? That you felt like you should have won fights, but you lost the fights, or key team fights that felt awkward, or you just didn't quite win. And I want you to break those down to micro, macro. And of course, look at your spell usage, but most importantly for you, it's going to be the macro part of it. And if you made a smart play and you want to go 30 to 60 seconds back, see if it was a correct play that you made, see if there was any other plays that you could have made, if it was in line with the win condition. It's basically the questions that I wanted you to run through, which is in this review and one-on-one article here. And by doing this, you're going to then start seeing these puzzles that you need to solve. And by solving them yourself in the review, you're going to start building pattern recognition and visualization. So in future games, when these same, at least similar scenarios pop up, you've already seen it before in the review, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to then solve it because you've already solved it in a review before. Now, big, massive important point here. What I need you to do is I need you to clip, right, some of these fights that you struggle solving yourself. Send a clip 30 seconds before, send it in the VOD questions channel, and then one of the coaches will give you some feedback there. And that's going to be the absolute game changer and the catalyst of you finding this improvement, because you're going to then find other people's solutions to these puzzles. You can just copy that. You're going to soak it up like a fucking sponge, and you're going to learn so much, and your improvement's going to be way, way, way faster.
Do I have a limit for how many VOD questions I can post?
2 per day.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. Good question. Any other questions for me, mate?
No, I feel like I got a lot. I got fed today.
You did. Yeah, you did get fed. Yeah, this was a good session. Very nice. Okay, man. Keep me updated. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you in 3 to 4 weeks with a new session, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Exciting, man. Good luck in games.